Alan and Emma, hello. Very
Hello.
nice to see you here. Love Actually, it's a very endearing story, with the right balance between, not too cynical and not too sentimental. Do you agree?
Well
Yes.
put.
Thank you. Thank God somebody said that. Now we know how to put it.
Yeah.
Very good.
No, but tell us more about it. About finding the right tone for a movie like that.
Tremendously difficult, actually. I mean, you're really at a precipice all the time of falling into too cynical or too sentimental or too many stories, or how do you follow it? Or I think that Richard's made it look easy, but that actually I wouldn't have undertaken something. As a screenwriter, I can't imagine undertaking anything more difficult. You're trying to write a comedy, the most difficult thing. You're writing 10 different stories and you're expecting an audience to be able to take on and engage with all these characters. And he's done it. And people come out feeling satisfied and happy and not thinking, oh, I wanted more of that or I wanted less of that. I mean, the balance he's managed to find is, he's been ever so clever about it, hasn't he?
Yeah, and there's every age and every social level, if you like, in there. And so I guess it's that terrible phrase, there's something for everyone
No, it's
to
true.
recognise.
Well, what's smart about it is that it's true that he's talking about love is all around, but he's also saying love is in all kinds. There's not like one kind of, love. And, your couple is exactly the example of that. Tell us a little bit more about, the vulnerability of the couple you're portraying, after many years and a lot of kids. It's weird how couples can still stay vulnerable, like on the edge.
Well, because, as you say, after many years, your life settles into something. If you're not careful, you're taking each other for granted slightly. Everything you do is still guided by love, but then also responsibility takes over, and practicality. You've got to get the kids fed and washed and off to school, and get their clothes bought, and who's got the car keys and all of that kind of thing.
It's
Somewhere in
that
there you
responsibility that is difficult, isn't it? It's like you have so many responsibilities towards your children and towards your family life and towards your work. And you think, okay, well, we're all right, we're together and we're back to back and it's all great. And you don't do that thing, partly because of feeling guilty about doing it. You think, well, it's not necessary. We're not allowed to anymore. We're not still in the in-love phase when you can go off for a weekend and everyone says, oh, the young lovers, la la. But actually, if you can manage to do it as married people or people who've lived together for a long, long time, you need to go and sit together and be together and forget about the children and the bills and the dirty washing, just for 24 hours every so often. And I guess they haven't done that for a long time.
They haven't updated the marriage.
Exactly. Updating. She's very good, this one, isn't she?
Very good.
Oh, thank you so much. So let's go to another good question. The intertwined stories are really interesting. It's rare to find interesting story plots with every small story. Did that change the way you worked in terms of you observing the others, being interested in the other stories, or lived your own movie?
We weren't really around the others very much, or at all. Little intersections at odd moments, but you want to just have a memory of what it was from having read the script and think, well, okay, there's those colours, those atmospheres, this is ours. I think everybody was guilty of thinking the film was about them.
Yes.
Well, that was the only way to make all the stories work. If we'd all been sort of commenting on each other's stories, it wouldn't have worked. You have to really believe that each story's going on at the same time as all the other stories. I think that gives it a great depth.
Yeah, because when I watched it the other day, you do find yourself, while you're watching one story, thinking, well, I wonder what's happening to so-and-so at the moment, and you know that life is going on. So that's a good sign.
Exactly, it does work. I am going to see it again. Thank you.